Alexander the Great was one of the most successful military commanders in history. He was born in 356 before Christ in Pella, Macedonia, and was educated by the philosopher Aristotle. His father was King Philip II, who had unified most of the Greek city-states under Macedonian rule. At the age of 20, he became the king of Macedonia after his father was assassinated. He then embarked on a series of military campaigns that resulted in the conquest of much of the known world. By the time of his death in 323 BC, Alexander had conquered most of the Persian Empire, including Egypt and Mesopotamia. He is considered one of the greatest military commanders of all time. He was undefeated in battle and conquered most of the known world of his day. His military strategies were based on speed, surprise, and aggression. He was also very skilled at using the terrain to his advantage. In 334 BC, Alexander the Great began his military campaign to conquer the Persian Achaemenid Empire. He defeated the Persians in a series of battles culminating in the Battle of Guatemala in 331 BC. After defeating the Persians, Alexander conquered the rest of the Persian Empire, including Mesopotamia and Egypt. He then turned his attention to the rest of the world, including the Indian subcontinent and parts of Europe. Over the Persians, Alexander established a new society in which people of all cultures and religions were treated equally. He encouraged his soldiers to marry Persian women and adopt Persian customs. He also sent Greek scholars to study in Persia and brought Persian scholars to study in Greece. Alexander's policies created a new class of people who were loyal to him and his empire. This class was known as the Hellenistic people. The Hellenistic people were a mix of Greek and Persian cultures. Alexander's empire was the largest in the world at that time. After Alexander the Great died in 323 BC, his empire was divided among his generals. The largest section was controlled by Ptolemy I, who took Egypt and made it into a powerful kingdom. Seleucus I also took Mesopotamia and made it into an empire that rivaled Egypt. The other sections were controlled by Antigonus, Lysimachus, and Cassander. Alexander's conquest spread Greek culture throughout the world. He founded cities and encouraged the spread of Hellenistic art and architecture. He also introduced the Greeks to new cultures and customs such as Persian and Indian. Alexander was a great admirer of Persian culture and he adopted many Persian customs himself. He is even said to have worn a Persian dress on occasion. Alexander's empire was short-lived. However, after he died in 323 BC, his generals fought over his legacy and empire. He was trusted to be similar to another leader known as Napoleon. Both Napoleon and Alexander the Great were incredibly ambitious and had a clear vision of how they wanted the world to live. They were both military geniuses who conquered vast empires. They were both charismatic leaders who inspired great loyalty in their followers. They were both ruthless in the pursuit of power and both died young. Alexander was a complex figure and historians have debated his legacy. Some have seen him as a megalomaniacal conqueror, while others have viewed him as a visionary leader who brought progress and enlightenment to the world. One of the most surprising claims Alexander made was that he was a demigod. 321 BC, after he had conquered Egypt, Alexander declared himself to be the son of Zeus Ammon, a god who was popular in Egypt. This claim was met with skepticism by many of his contemporaries, but it did not stop Alexander from using it to legitimize his rule. In the centuries after his death, Alexander the Great became a legendary figure.